Hello everyone. This is Reverend Christine Keddy, Director of Mission and Elder Ministry for TABCOM, the American Baptist Churches of Massachusetts. And I'm going to do a little book talk today. And I've been cleaning out some areas of our home, and I found this little gem when I was cleaning things out the other day. And it's called Things to Do When You Turn 70. And I thought it would be really neat to read some of these out loud and share them with you. I'm going to record this and post it on Facebook, and also I will put it on our TABCOM website, and you can go along with me in this book and we can look at some of these ideas together. The chapters are short, and this is edited by Ronnie Sellers and published by sellerspublishing.com. And I'll have to see if I can get the publishing information if anyone's interested in getting this. But for now, I'm going to read from this chapter called Old Girl, New Dress. And this is by Barbara Bolt. Barbara Bolt was born in Germany in 1930 and came of age in wartime Europe. After World War II, she immigrated to Canada, married, and raised a family before learning to paint in her mid-40s. She embraced this late career as the work and passion of her life, and through her paintings explores the world around her, the vanishing landscapes of British Columbia's Fraser Valley and the intricate rock forms of the Gulf Islands. Places of Her Heart, The Art and Life of Barbara Bolt by K. Jane Wyatt in Conversation with Bolt was published by the Fenton Street Press in 2012. And she writes, I am a painter who is now almost 83. 2 months after my 70th birthday, my daughter Dorothy died. For me, that year was an important step in the journey. I realized that to make use of the time I've got left, I knew that I needed to do my own work, but I also needed to find a way to serve the talented artist that my daughter was. I'm working on a series of 45 paintings in honor of her life. After Dorothy died, I moved away from my small downtown living space to a place in the country, hoping to find new energy and inspiration. I'm teaching here, still welcoming a swarm of women into my house each Wednesday. This coterie of painters keeps me going. They bring the world into me, and they help me to make a living. I continue to see beauty in the world around me, and I want to record it in one way or another, sometimes in pictures, but most often in words. I still love to work in my studio, a place where I can shut out the cares of the world and just paint, paint, paint. Many years ago, I wrote about my studio. Time has not changed the feeling of peace that I get from working there and listening to classical music. My studio means so much to me. I have made it my own with my soul in it. When I go to work in the morning, it is with joy and expectation. I am coming into my space. My easel and the tools of my trade, my paintings surround me. Everything is there because I want it there. As we age, we need to withdraw from some activities, but not from living, not from seeing what is so good about life. Last year I was able, through the generosity of a good friend, to publish my memoir and to catalog the paintings that I have done over the last 30 years. K. Jane Wyatt, the writer who was working with me, asked me why I paint. Why do I paint? I answered. There is so much art in me. If you have a voice, you want to sing it. You want to do what you can do. I'm that same way. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like me. And that's the end of that little snippet. I wanted to just comment on the fact that she mentions that she published her memoir. And I think it's really important as we begin the third of our life to think about, or even prior to that really, to think about writing down some important memories. I know with my own mom, I'm in the process, she passed away a number of years ago, and she had dementia, and I'm in the process of recording some memories that I have of her and our life together that I hope to be able to pass down to my niece and nephew, so that they will have some stories of their grandmother, because by the time they met her, she had been suffering from dementia for a number of years, and so they really never got to know her as she was before that. And so I think it would be a good thing for me to share some of those stories with them and put them down in writing, so that someday when I don't remember, those stories will be there for us to remember. So I have to scratch. Why do I always get an itchy nose when I'm on video? It's really annoying. So anyway, I am hoping that when the pandemic winds down and we're able to again meet in person, one of my dreams and goals is to get a little writing workshop together for some of our seniors, and to start putting these memories down and collecting them in a memory book that we would be able to share with our children and grandchildren. But you could get started on that now, even before we actually start to meet together as a group. So I encourage you to get a notebook, and you can do it in lots of different ways, and I'll probably do a video about a little tutorial to get started for our next video. But there's lots of different materials you can use, and to get started on just writing down some simple stories. And I'm going to offer you some tips on how to get started with that. But for today, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to try to keep these videos on the short side, and I will tape another one soon, and I will have some ideas for us on how to get started with keeping that memory book and getting started on doing that. That might be a nice project for us to get started while we're waiting for things to open up a little bit more and us to be able to get out more. But in the meantime, we might be able to get started on this work. All right, so I wish you good luck on your day, and blessings and good things. Enjoy the day, and we'll get together again soon. All right, bye-bye.